Now, I could start with the actual game of StarCraft, or I could play Mineralz. This seems like a way better idea, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to be teaching you guys some tips and tricks new people may not know about Mineralz. Stacking, uh, siphon walling, just some stuff that a lot of people may not know. So firstly, we have how to actually use a siphon. So once you're level 99, you'll get this thing. It's called the Mineral Siphon. It's quite nice. It basically lets you mine from a mineral field like this. But it has a 60-second life. Slowly goes down when it's not being used. It doesn't go down if it's not used at all. It can only be selected on one mineral type. And the correct way to use it would be like this. But we want to cheese the crap out of this. So, we're going to hit Q. We're going to hold Shift. We're going to queue up 2 orders for the Mineral Siphon. We're going to let go of Shift, and then we're going to hit Q again. This basically makes it so that the game thinks that the siphon is still active, but since we've deactivated it, the life goes down very, very slowly. So we still get the same amount of money for a longer amount of time. Another trick you can use is a very popular trick. It is called the siphon wall. And what it does is, well, you find a spot that is like this, place down the siphon, make sure there's no way into the base. Yep, that looks good, and that looks good. So, gather the materials, or resources, whatever you want to call them, for a base, which is 10 of each mineral. And you do have to have at least 199 in the game to be able to do this glitch. Alternatively, you can rock hop, but that's it's annoying. So once you have your minerals, you want to find a rock outcrop that looks basically like this. See these 2 rocks? How they're just shy of each other, like they're not just aligned? This is actually the perfect formation. This is just what you want. So you want to break your way over while making sure not to make a path into the base. And you want to break the 2 rocks, break the middle 2, and then this right here is where we're going to be stacking the enemies. So we just place the base there. It should say you are now safe. And then I will skip to the boss, and the boss should just go for the base. So basically, in the game's code, the base is actually 4x4, but in gameplay, it's 2x2. And the enemies, since the Siphon was a new addition to the already made game, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why enemies target it last, like it's their last priority. They think that they can hit the base through the rocks because the base is 4x4, but they can in reality hit the Siphon. But since they think that they can hit the base, this is the last priority, so they go straight for it, and they get stuck in this little spot. That's how you Siphon wall. Alright, and as you can see, the Brood Lord goes straight for the base. It thinks it can attack it. The base is not losing health. And that's basically how you can grind the mining achievements. But I'd suggest doing this on Insane, because the Spark upgrade, the maximum is 15k here, but it's only 10k on Insane. There's also, I think there's also a lot more minerals on Insane. I can't be too sure about that though. Another pretty good tip to note is that on if you are level 60 or up and you can't get Mineral Siphon yet, or maybe you just want to help out your team more, definitely take Restore. The reason you'll do this, I'll show you in a moment. It's very helpful to your team. So a fun fact about Restore, it is actually the range of Reintegrate. So if you want to do stacking, which is what I'll show you in just a little bit, if you wanted to do stacking, you would need to do it at that range. So basically what you want to do is you want to get vision of the mineral field you're trying to restore. Make sure that you're out of range for restore, maybe about that far. Make it so that you cannot move, so box yourself in. And then you want to hit restore. You want to restore the mineral field, and you'll see that a little buff comes up and it says rare high yield +1. You basically want to aim for anything that's +3 and above, like that's +2. And basically the reason we're doing it out of range is so that we can keep the cooldown, because it says it's a 360-second cooldown, but if you don't actually do it in range, then it doesn't cool down itself. This is the same for Reintegrate. So basically what this will do is, if I go and try to mine the mineral field, since I am a 99 2x, I get 2x mining, which means if I try and mine a mineral field, I will get ×2 whatever it is that I have currently. So I've got 1 times 2 is 2. But if I go over here to the restored mineral field, you'll see it's +2. So I will get 2 and 2 every single time I mine. So right now I'm getting 4. It helps a lot early game, especially to people who have 3x. And another good tip, now that the night just started, I can show you guys, is that on easy mode, and I'm pretty sure it's on the other modes as well, you can just A-move through the night. You don't actually have to make a wall. You can literally just A-click, because you do 10 damage and the monsters have 4 health. And now I will show you how to stack. Okay, good. So what you want to do is get yourself a depleted mineral field like this, and you want to go about a fair enough distance away. This can well, you want vision of it first, so just make something near it. Alright, so basically what you want to do is first you want to get vision of the field you want to reintegrate. Then you want to make sure you're out of range of reintegrate. This is about the range you need to be. Pick the mineral field you'd like. For this we're going to choose green. You want to hold shift and you want to click at about the speed. And as you can see, the mineral field is now stacked. Oh, and fun fact, rocks count towards kills to your probe. So if you really wanted, you could get that 3,000 kills achievement by right-clicking a rock 3,000 times. You can make StarCraft a cookie clicker. Oh yeah, give me those cookies. Well, those were a couple of tips and tricks that I picked up over my years of playing Mineralz Evolution. I hope this video helped you, and maybe now you'll be able to stop the pros from yelling at you every time you try and build something.